So today we have a 2-month review on this 2022 SeaDoo GTX 300 Limited, and we've had it out on the water many times this summer. Have about 25 hours on it so far, and just wanted to go over some of the things that we have learned over the course of using it, and show you some of the other things that we've gotten for it, and let you know how that has been working out, how Ski's been working out, and a couple things that we have figured out along the way. So to show you the first thing that we got for this, I'm going to have to go ahead and pull these up. So this is a 52 quart cooler that comes with the attachment to hook into the link system. And they have this one that kind of color matches pretty close to the Ski. It's really nice, works really well, holds plenty of cans or whatever you want to put in there. One thing I did learn though after getting this was that when you're coming in and out, it does make it a little bit more challenging when you're trying to climb on, because it's a little bit more difficult to grab the handles. So usually what I'll do is I'll just kind of try and get straight up so I'm not pulling over on this and kind of shimmy my way around. But you definitely notice having that on there when you're getting in and out a lot more than not. So accessory number 2 that we got for the Ski were these clip-on fenders. And if you asked me 2 weeks ago how I liked them, I'd say they were great. If you ask me now, I actually had, not on this one, but this one right here, the plastic piece has broken off from normal use, and so I was a little disappointed about that. However, these work great to protect your Ski, and SeaDoo was gracious enough to warranty a set for me, so got that taken care of. But basically, putting them on is super simple. You just stick that in the hole, push it down, and then make sure you clip it in. And taking them off is just as easy. Just pull it straight off, and typically I will stack them both together and put them in that spot right there so they're easy to grab. Another thing that we got that we had the dealer attach for us were these quick ties. These have been great. I did have the front one kind of pull out. It got kind of loose to where it was, when you had it, it was just kind of sitting like this. So what I was able to do was to pull it out, and then I latched it in. That way the tension was off, and you're actually able to, on this cap, if you're careful, you can pry the cap separate from the side piece. And I was able to just pull it tight and tie a fresh knot, and took care of the kind of loose floppiness of it. Another must-have accessory for me is one of these anchors. You don't need the SeaDoo brand, but this one's pretty nice. It has a floaty on it, so if you have it anchored up, you can just unhook, and the floaty will keep the hook above water. You can go out, go around, you don't have to pull the anchor in and out. But typically I'll just fill this up with some bigger rocks and chuck her in the water and hook it on, and that's all that you need to do for that. So one of the other things that I learned after riding this for a little bit was that you can actually adjust the idle speed. So when you're cruising through the marina at a slower speed, the default will be around 6 miles an hour, and it still wants to leave a wake behind you. So if you hit the cruise control button, it will flash blue on the display, and you can use these up and down arrows to select all the way down to 1 mile per hour. So that's super convenient, especially when you're coming into the dock. You can just feather everything, and with the forward reverse, this is an extremely controllable jet ski. So all in all, I've been super happy with this jet ski. If I had one complaint, there are some squeaks and rattles when you're idling coming from the speaker area. You can kind of wedge your finger in there and make it stop, so I feel like it wouldn't take all that much to, you know, rig up some sort of a shim or something to take care of that. But otherwise, everything else has been absolutely flawless. You have huge level of comfort. Front seat is extremely comfortable, and my wife says the back seat is also very comfortable to ride on. I like that you can actually adjust the handlebars up and down too. So if you've been sitting for a long time and you want to stand up and kind of relieve yourself, then it's very comfortable and easy to control standing up or sitting down. I appreciate you watching today, and if you're on the fence about one of these, just do it, because this is hands down the best jet ski I've ever owned. It has everything from comfort to performance. It's got all the storage in the front. If you had a cooler on the back, it's just, you can't beat it. You could spend all day on the water on this thing, getting in and out. It's just extremely stable. This thing checks all the boxes for